Hey guys, out here in the shop today, and as you can see, the Barracuda's pulled out, and that is because I'm going to be working on the shop instead of on a car today. So I've got this table here that's always been beside the Cuda that I always have to kind of cheat the car over to the left side here to kind of give myself room over here if I want to get over here and work on the car, you know? So I think what I'm going to do is cut this table down. I like having a place to set stuff on here, although this becomes a massive catch-all. I just finished getting most of the stuff off of it. As you can see, it's pretty cleaned off. But yeah, it just turns into a pile of junk and just stuff I end up leaving out. And it's just, you know, any surface in a garage does it. Look, it just happens. I'm trying to be a little better about it, and I think if I make this table a little smaller, it would help. So I think I'm going to shrink it down towards the wall a little more and even take some length out of it. My idea here is to mount the table to the wall and give it some uprights that support it down to the wall diagonally. That way I can get rid of some of this room down here where the legs are. So I'm going to get the rest of the stuff out from around it and pull it out here and kind of come up with a plan of where I'm going to mount it to the wall. Maybe get some marks or something going, I don't know, and then start pulling this table apart. Basically, I'm just going to try to reuse some of the lumber on there if I can. If not, I'll try to make it with some of the stuff I got. Alright guys, went ahead and got my chop saw set up, got all this cleaned up you saw, and I'm ready to start disassembling this table. I did do some thinking over here and measuring, and I come up with 5 foot long is what I want this table, starting here at the end of this window, and I think it's going to end up somewhere underneath that outlet, and I'm going to go 14 inches from the wall. So that'll give me a good bit of room. This is 24 inches right now. So 10 more inches there, and I won't have the table down this way. Should be a pretty good improvement. That brings the table, you know, from the wall. It stays behind this track in the garage, which before it's protruding at 24 inches. It's out here, which is why the car had to be shifted over to the left side there. So that should be a big help in space savings. The table is now reduced to a pile of lumber, so now I need to make my wall plate. So I got a 2x4 up on the bench here on my saw, and I went ahead and cut one end of it. This would be the end I'll take my measurement from. I cut off the end that was previously nailed, so just to get those out of the way and give me a nice fresh end. So what I'm going to do from there is hook and measure down 5 feet, because I want a 5 foot table, but I'm going to take off 3 inches because I'm going to put my side 2x4s kind of capped on the end of it and screwed through. So that'll make up for the 3 inches, 1.5 inches on each side. It'll make my table 5 inches because 2x4s measure 1.5 inches thick. See? So that's the reasoning behind that. So, let me measure, mark, and cut this, and then we'll go to attach it to the wall. Alright, 5 feet right here. Go back 3 inches, 57 inches. So that's where I need to cut this. And remember that number because the front board will be the same. Alright, so now I need to figure out the height of where I want to put this plate. And I think earlier I said something about 30 inches off the floor. I think I mentioned that, I'm not sure, but that's what I come up with so that I can roll in dollies on there and still have a little room. So 30 inches off the floor is gonna put my 2x4 pretty much in the middle of this mortar joint. So I think I might raise it up to where it's right above that mortar joint. And that'll be about 32 inches of room underneath. It should be fine. So I'll have it up, right up here somewhere. And just kind of figure out where I want it left to right. I was kind of thinking about lining it up with this window, but shifting it forward would be okay with me too. Just to give me a little more door room on the car. I can't remember exactly where it is, but either way it should be fine. It would look better lined up with this window. So let me think about that for a second, and I need to get my drill with the hammer setting, or if you have a hammer drill, whatever the case may be, because we're going into block here. And I need to get my bit, and I got my fasteners here, just some Tapcon screws. They're made for going into block. Hopefully they're good enough. So yeah, let me gather all that and figure out where I want this plate. Alright, so I think I've decided I'm going to go with it even with this window, and then step back obviously a little bit to allow for my 2x4 ends that'll be going on here. So something about right there would be very good. I'm going to bring it down to my mortar line-ish and try to drill a hole in this thing. Hopefully this drill will do it. It didn't sound too happy the last several times I've used it. Now I need to get it level. Unfortunately, all I have is this itty bitty torpedo level. Thought I had a bigger level, but I can't seem to find it. I think this will be all right. Something like right there. Move down to the end here. Alright. So there that is. I just got two screws in it, tacking it up. And it, according to this, is decently level. Anyway, I'm going to throw several more screws in it, and then we'll move on to making the end pieces. Alright, got her all fastened up with a bunch of screws, and now I need to make these end pieces. So they'll determine the depth of the table, which I decided I wanted it to be 14 inches. So I just need to cut two 14-inch 2x4s for the ends, screw them on there, and then we'll make the front plate, or the front board that we determined earlier. It's obviously going to be the same length as that one, so it'll be the 57 inches that we measured earlier. So I want to make those on the saw here, and we'll get over there and start assembling. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and attach my end pieces here. I just want to make them flush to one another at the top. Right, that's pretty good. Not perfect, but good enough. How much you want to bet it's not level? That's really close, actually. Yeah, I can live with that. Now, I think I could probably go ahead and put the front board in, and it'll hold it. So I'm probably gonna do that, and then I'll figure out what kind of bracing I need to do. Also, when you're putting screws in these like that, you try to stay back away from the end. If you get too close to the end, it'll split and try to bust on you, especially on older 2x4s or older wood in general. So take that into consideration. I'm hoping none of this splits. Now I gotta try to hold this Maybe it'll stay. Got it. That's pretty good. Get the other side started so it's not putting so much stress on that one screw. Could also put this together on the ground, probably would be easier by yourself. It's, you know, sitting on a nice surface. Put it together and then assemble it on the wall. You might have to rig something up to help hold it on the wall, but that might be a little easier. That's pretty good. All right, so I went ahead and cut a short 2x4 with a 45 angle on it. This will be used for my support braces that go down to the wall. And I just wanted to see if 45 was going to work right and where it was going to land on the wall down there. And I think it's pretty much perfect. It's right up, the most of it is right above this mortar joint. So I'll be able to attach a block on the inside here to the cinder block and then run some framing screws through this into that block. And that'll have this pretty secure. So I just need to mark this top right here, get my pencil and mark that. Cut this, and then I'll just make another one to mirror it for the other side, and that should be good. So right about there, scribe my block, which this should be a 45 also, in a perfect world. I can cut that a little short anyway, as long as I got somewhere to fasten into this plate here. Alright, so I just test fit this and it looks pretty good. I'm just going to take a measurement here. Call this a long point measurement, being as this would be the short point between the two distances and these are the long points. I'm just going to do a long point because it's easy to hook. 17 5/8. So that'll be my measurement for the other piece to match this for the left side. So now I'll just hook the long point of my 45 there and mark 17 5/8. Alright, that looks good. So let's see if they fit. So that's pretty much perfect. I'll go ahead and fasten these just with 2 screws and move on to making those blocks down there. I'm driving them in at a slight angle because the screws are a little long. They're sticking out slightly, but at an angle they stick out a little less. But that'll work just fine. All right, pulled nice and tight. Make these blocks. Okay, so for my little wall anchor plates, I just cut 2 6-inch 2x4s. I'm just gonna run them right from the top of that mortar joint and up. That way I could put 2 tap cons in it, one kind of up here, and maybe one in the middle. That way they don't kind of crowd the space where I'm gonna be running these 2 framing screws in there and risk intercepting or running into one another. And that should be sufficient. Alright, got her all finished up. Got those blocks tied into the wall and tied into the uprights there, and I went ahead and ripped that scrap piece of plywood I had from the original table to fit this one, and I ended up having to cut the smaller rip into 2 pieces to fill the rest of it because it obviously wasn't long enough. That's a temporary measure, but I'm not mad at it. It's pretty good. It's pretty strong too. It actually, I'm pretty confident in it. So now I got extra room beside the CUDA so I can scooch it over a little more, and if I need to I could throw these casters up under it and roll it even further towards this wall because I don't have table protruding back here anymore, which will give me a fair bit more room between the Dart and the Barracuda, whereas before it's pretty tight to work between there. It's not bad, but this will be pretty helpful. So now I got a little bit of a mess to clean up. But like, subscribe if you enjoy what I'm doing, and stay tuned. I'm trying to keep at it out here. Thanks for watching.